All right, the first thing I want to talk about is Joseph Gordon-Levitt. I love JGL. Friend of the show, Joseph Gordon-Levitt, but he's been tapped to actually direct a new AI thriller. He actually hired Anne Hathaway to star in this. He's going to be directing this himself. He's been actually writing it for a while, co-writing it, and I'm excited. There's not much details about this, but Joseph Gordon-Levitt directing, he's a friend of the show. Like I said, I've worked for him before, multiple movies. He's a fun guy. He's awesome, and I'm always supporting him, and I hope that the movie's great, and Anne Hathaway is great. She's a ball of joy, bubbly. She's so bubbly and she's so excited too. So hopefully these two together make a great product. But it is AI, as we talk about all the time. So what kind of AI twist is this going to be? We'll have to wait and find out. Probably something that's great, right, GR? Great AI stuff. Probably great AI stuff. It's going to help the world out, and we're going to all be family and friends and sing Kumbaya and sing by the dance fire, right? AI is going to bring us together.
Yeah, right.
Probably not. Unlike the Wild Robot thing, because I love the Wild Robot, GR. I'm the same. Wild Robot was fun. The Wild Robot was a lot of fun, and that's now officially coming to streaming on Peacock on Friday, January 24th. If you had a chance to watch this movie, I love it so much. They're working on the sequel so far. It's a fun animated film. Did fantastic at the box office, and just like fun little story about a robot raising a duckling. Come on, guys. It's easy. We need something to laugh about and smile about and enjoy once in a while. And I really cared about that robot. I'm just saying I cared about that robot. A lot of people care about, of course, Wicked, and Wicked's back in the news some more because Ariana Grande came forward and said that her character, Glinda, is gay. That's what she said. And honestly, it was one of those things where she's like, you're going to find out more about this. I think it's interesting because, again, it's like something that was never discussed. But again, we're going to version 2 territory or the sequel territory. And she said that Glinda might be a little bit in the closet, actually. There might be some relationship that, and she said it's not, physical, but there might be something there, a true love between her and Elzeba that you just don't know about. And there might be actually delved in deeper in the second version, Wicked Forever or Wicked More, I guess. But Christina Chenoweth actually played the same part before in the Broadway play, and she said that I always saw it that same way myself when I played her. So maybe that was the direction they were talking about before. It's interesting. I'm interested to see where they go if they kind of tie that in, because again, the second movie is like free reign because the first movie was the original play and the second movie is all new stuff. So we'll have to see where it takes us and if that's pivotal to a point, or if it's just a thing that she's saying for right now. So we'll have to wait and find out. I can't wait to see, but I know we will not see more of the franchise because the franchise was canceled over there on Max, and maybe some people are cheering, maybe some people are booing it. But HBO has decided to pursue the second season. This ended in November 24th for its finale, and I watched like 2 episodes of this. And again, it's about like making a superhero movie, and it's all about working on set and all the bad stuff that happens. And they were saying, okay, well, I didn't do that well. I just didn't see it doing that well because I thought it was maybe for a niche audience. I thought it was all right. It's kind of funny, but again, they said, we're sorry, it's not coming back, but they're hoping that the whole cast gets together again in some different franchise moving forward. We'll have to find out, but this is canceled. Kind of like Nicki Minaj might be canceled. I don't want to say it, but maybe because Nicki Minaj right now is being sued for assault and battery with intention to inflict emotional distress. We're going to find out what this actually means as this case develops. But again, this happened during one of her tours just recently. Brandon Garrett, he claims that he was working day-to-day as a manager on Nicki Minaj's Pink Friday tour too. And he said that when they were doing their little thing, he was actually involved with helping make sure she had her bottled water, what her food she wants, her dressing rooms right. But part of the whole thing, her demands was apparently something to do with her prescription. And so he had somebody go out to get the prescription, and then she found out about it. So I don't know if this was like a miscommunication, but he pulled the list out and showed it was on there. But she started berating him when she found out that they had sent someone to get the medication. And on top of that too, apparently he went. She just went to town with him, went after him, and her lawyer said this is all frivolous. It's not true. No, this is happening. If this is true, we will solve this before it actually goes to the court of law. We'll have to find out. But apparently, what he said, she was visually upset, angrily screaming at her or at him, and said like, "Are you fucking crazy that you picked up my prescription? My husband could beat your ass, and if he was here, would knock you out your fucking teeth." He said, "That's what she said. That's her words, not mine." And then, and she said, "You just effed up your whole life, and you will never, never be anyone, and I'll make sure of it." That's what he alleges. We'll have to find out. He said he hid in a bathroom for a long time until she was gone. He's not continuing the tour. And now he's actually saying that he is suing again for, being berated and being pushed down and nobody actually stepped up for him. But locking himself in the bathroom, I'm interested to see. Hope she goes to prison, Countess said. We'll have to find out. We'll have to see what happens. I mean, she's apparently got physical with them. There were a room full of people. I would think more information is going to come out because we never want to put your hands on somebody. And again, Zachery Ty Bryan, please learn from this. God, this guy can't learn. This is like the third time he's been arrested for assault and charged with second-degree domestic violence in South Carolina. I feel like every time I hear this guy's name, it's not about a home improvement reunion. It's about him touching some woman, and that's unfortunate. It really is. He had 2 DUIs this past year. On top of this, the third charge of violence, he's got out in a $10,000 bond on this last Friday, and this is not new to him. You would think that somebody would be like, hey man, we gotta talk. Or you think that maybe he's just slime ball, because at this point, one time maybe it's an accident, but I still don't think so. 3 times plus all this, I'm like, you would definitely have an alcohol problem, or there's something going on, and I can't wait to see where this plays out. But you need to get away from that person. You need to take care of yourself, and please don't touch people. Just don't touch a woman. Don't touch anybody. Don't beat anybody up. Come on, man, figure your shit out. And I don't know what's happened with him, but only time will tell. And there's a lot more I think we'll learn from this. Just like the Menendez brothers, this just keeps getting more and more information. GR's favorite right now, right, GR? Menendez, what? GR? Yeah. Menendez, GR wants to know.
Losers.
Well, the Los Angeles County District Attorney said that he has not made a decision about their fate. Okay, but he did meet for a nearly 3-hour meeting with 20 members of the Menendez brothers' families, and they were actually sitting down to find out where they stand with the whole situation. But Nathan Hodgman said that he's not going to let his feelings play any conversation in this. He didn't. He said didn't tell them which way he was leaning at all, and he said that he hastily called this press conference today because he's trying to tell people that this is off the record. That conversation is not going to get out there. It was a productive meeting though, and a resentencing is still going down on January 30th, and it might get pushed to the 31st. They open up a day for that too to see. But he's saying that we're going to get to the bottom of this. He's not trying to say either way, but he thinks that whatever happened in that meeting, hopefully they got something that can solve this problem. GR doesn't think they're going to get out. I don't know. We'll have to wait and find out, GR. Apparently, murderers are sexy these days, I guess. I guess that's what they were saying on the Golden Globes too. It's crazy to me. But honestly, I'm interested to see how it plays out. The old DA started this, and now we'll see where it snowballs moving forward. But I tell you, talk about murderers. The Joker's back in the news too. And that's because now Bill Skarsgård wants to play the Joker. Can I say that? He already said he was done after playing It. He doesn't want to play creepy characters. Now he's doing Nosferatu, which Valarie saw. We'll talk about that. And I'm anxious to see if he does continue to be the Joker. But he said that he was talking about Batman. People asked him would you play Batman or would you play Joker? He was on the Happy, Sad, Confused podcast, and he said that he's a Batman kid growing up, but he said that he would love to play the Joker. He says, I think there's probably a pretty effing cool Joker inside me, probably somewhere. I think that'd be pretty sick. Yeah, man, you're creepy as it is. Let's make it happen. What does the chat think about the Menendez brothers? Make it happen. He plays these creepy characters great. Allie, he does. I hear you laughing. He plays them great. I just think he could do well in it. I know he could do well in it. So get in there and make it happen. But make sure when you're on set, please hydrate everybody, because if you're not, like Zendaya, you might get heat stroke. And apparently on Dune 2, she got heat stroke because she was afraid of, her words, not mine, pissing and shitting herself in that suit. That's what she said. Because she said the suit was so difficult. It was a 10-minute situation to suit off. AGR, her words, not mine. Her words, not mine. That's what I'm saying. But she said that she didn't drink so bad because it was so hot. They were in Jordan in the desert, and she didn't drink, and then she actually ended up getting dehydrated. It was a whole thing. And they had to shut down for a second, get her hydrated again. But she said it took 10 minutes, and so she didn't want to drink too much damn water. She said, which I get. When I was in the Ant-Man costume, it's a lot. It's like 5 pieces. You're taking it off, and it's like at that point, it's such a hold up. I worked on Dark Knight Rises. Bane. I'll tell you about Bane. He had the mask, and it was like 5 pieces with screwdrivers and stuff like that. I remember when they take it off, and the one be like, "What are you doing?" So it takes 20 minutes to put it back on. So it's a whole thing. But you know what? That's what happens when you're an actor. Sometimes you're put in these situations, and it's difficult, and it takes time. We just got to slow down, take a breath, and be safe on set. Come on, let's be safe, and don't hold your pee that long.
Or maybe they should just put a little maybe they should start just having a little area that you can just have, open up when you have to go do both, whatever, one or the other.
Right, a little side flap,
a little patch or a little zipper or something. I mean, think creatively.
What a concept, a flap.
Yeah, a lot.
From the old days.
This comes up a lot in tactical gear. Men are a little better equipped to be able to use a zipper and find a tree or whatever. As a woman, you almost have to.
It's called exterior plumbing.
Well, as a woman, the key is you have to get a funnel.
Yeah, right. I mean, I actually have one. I have one of those funnels. If you're on the road and you're just going and where you don't have to squat, you can just put the funnel up and do your thing. It's great. Honestly, it's been
That-
wonderful.
I needed to know.
You got one too, Val? Is this a 3?
I mean,
I don't have
And-
a work smarter, not harder.
yeah. We're smarter.
Somebody mentioned SAG on this. Like it's one of those things. Like she put herself in a situation to do this. I understand not wanting to hold up production and getting into that space of like, I can't be the one who holds us all up, but you have to feel your body and what's going on with you. People let heat stroke catch up with them. And so if she was hydrating and wasn't using electrolytes the way she should because she was trying not to have to go to the bathroom, then this is what happened. So it's not a SAG thing. She wasn't paying attention to her body well enough.
Yeah, which is sad, but that's what happens. Sometimes you get nervous, you have to pay attention. And also on top of that, when we get like the portable toilets in these suits, come on, we got to figure that out too, like a little pouch in the back or something. I don't know.
Spaceman bathroom.
Yeah, Spaceman bathroom. Thirsty Dad, get working on that patent. Figure it out, man. Figure it out. Yeah. Maybe one day. But it is a sad day, though. I mean, honestly, at the end of the day, let's get serious for a second because now we got to find out the cause of death of Jeff Bano, who actually was the husband of Aubrey Plaza. He passed away this weekend, unfortunately, and it came down. We found out he committed suicide, which is unfortunate. It never should happen. And, for his age, he was super young. He was giving back so much, working all these different projects. It's like for him to lose him at this age at 47, it's really sad. And suicide's not a joke. We gotta just take care of it. And if you know somebody, talk about it, right? Put it out there. We have to do it. I hate to see anybody pass away. And when you do, it's like, it's just sad. And it's like, maybe it could have been stopped, but I hope that Aubrey Plaza and the whole family is going to be okay. And I do think that he needs to be honored. And we will, I think eventually Hollywood will honor him because they loved, they love to put like big press conferences out, packages together. And I hate to see what happens. And like he had a lot of career to go. And it's sad. It's sad. But honoring people is what Hollywood does. We do. And the Golden Globes were last night. And I know, like, if you didn't watch it, I'll tell you fast. Like, Golden Globes, I think the one thing I was going to say is, who is this for anymore? Because, I mean, I love award shows, but who is this for? Because, like, I put it on and I'm watching and I'm like, do I really care anymore? Like, I used to be like, as a kid, I loved it, but now I'm like, I don't know. The best part for me are the jokes. And I got to say, Nikki Glaser, she was awesome. What she did with, like, first of all, she was talking about all the different movies announced, and she's like, this sounds like all the sound effects that women are saying when they're with Ben Affleck at night. And I was like, oh my god, like, we'll go for that. And also Kieran Cole can be like, I'll F off pretty soon, let me be. There was a joke about like The Rock there too, where it was like Vin Diesel, he said, hey Dwayne, how's it going? And it was like, everybody knows the tension between him and The Rock, and it was fun that they kind of made fun of that. They made fun of Diddy during it too. There's a whole thing where Nikki Glaser was talking about how she's gonna miss the parties afterwards because Diddy's locked up. But then she said, there won't be a lot of baby oil short. There'll be a big shortage of, again, olive oil because Stanley Tucci's going to have the parties now. And I'm like, and Stanley Tucci was like, what? But we know he loves olive oil. That was fun. But my favorite moment too, overall. That was my favorite moment, GR. That was my favorite moment, was the Chalamet moment. Because she was talking about, when she called him out, I'm like, this man needs to be called out at this point. But she's like, Chalamet. She's like, you remind me of, first of all, she made fun of his eyebrows. And then she said, you remind me of an Adam Sandler character. Like, ooh, Chalamet. And then, of course, Adam Sandler's out there, and he's like, ooh, Chalamet. And I was like, that was great.
That eyebrow joke was, I like your eyebrows. They're nice and thick on your upper lip.
That's what it was. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
Pretty great.
I heard that last night and I just about died laughing. And he was over there going,
He was not happy about it. I'm like, dude, come on. You know you're in the gold when people are making fun of you like this, right?
He was being a grouch.
Oh.
Wah, wah, wah.
Oh, give him one of these. Give him one of those. Come on, we make fun of Chalamet all the time. I know we do, but come on, Chalamet. Take it with some stride, Like, you're in where it's at. I thought it was funny. Anybody watch it at all?
Yeah, I can tell him how to
didn't
get
watch
rid of that thing on his upper lip. All you have to do is get a cat and a bowl of milk and he can get rid of that mustache on his upper lip.
One day, GR. But I think he's doing pretty well. I think he's doing very well, Chalamet. He deserves a little kickback. I love Adam Sandler was there for like that's the 1-2 punch to the whole situation. It was great, but Honestly, The Brutalist was kind of surprised me, but I hear the movie's great. It's like 3.5 hours with an intermission, which never happens really, winning Best Picture. Great. And again, Wicked winning. And again, what happened with Amelia, Amelia, I still haven't seen that movie. Yeah, that was great. The speech was fantastic and very emotional, and I think that deserved credit. Yeah, deserved credit. And there's a lot of great stuff that happened. I appreciate everybody, but again, today, who's this for? Oh, a lot of breaking news.
Yo, player, if you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe and hit the bell to be notified when we are live. And if you are able to join our Patreon, please join. Because the Pepestar needs more snickety snacks. Because I'm hungry. Holla back. Love y'all.